Hi, second graders. We are going to check out our book, Flash, Crash, Rumble, and Roll. We got a little bit into it last Thursday, and I want to remind you of this strategy. So a strategy like this really is all about us understanding what we're reading. And reading nonfiction isn't a race. We want to slow ourselves down. We want to read, then we can cover it, we remember, and redo a retell. I'd like you to reread this page. You may reread it out loud or to yourself. So go ahead and put this video on pause. All right, so hopefully you put the video on pause and you reread it. So did you get a chance to cover? So what we would do is we cover the text. And so what I want you to do right now is pause this video. And what we're going to do next is we're going to remember. We're going to remember what we read and we're going to retell it. Okay? So we cover it, we remember, and retell. So we're not actually looking at it when we do this. All right? It's hard, isn't it? Yeah, it is hard. So what is the main idea of this? What do we want to remember? Do you think it might be that warm air rises and it just keeps going and going and it spills over, and that these clouds can be up to 10 miles high? Okay, so on this page, let's do the same thing. I'm going to have you go through these steps. Let me put it maybe down here. And go ahead and pause the video. Okay, you back? Did you do it? The rising air carries water, but it's not liquid. It is a gas called water vapor. When water vapor cools, it becomes liquid water. That is a big idea. So let's really just think about that. So kind of make a picture. So water vapor is a gas. It's not water. It's not liquid. And when it cools, it turns into liquid. Rising air is water vapor. When it cools down, it turns into what we would just call rain, right? All right, so we're going to move on. So I'm going to go ahead and move to where we left off. Thunder comes after the lightning. The lightning is very hot. It heats the air. The hot air expands very fast. It makes sound waves all along the streak of lightning. The sound waves reach you at different times. When the first one reaches your ears, there may be a loud crash. As more and more sound waves reach you, the thunder rumbles and rolls. You make sound waves when you break a balloon. Blow one up and pop it. The air in the balloon expanded rapidly through the break in the skin. You made a tiny bit of thunder. Bop. There's only a little air in the balloon, so there's not much noise. Lightning moves lots more air, billions of times more, so there's lots of sound. Sound waves travel slowly, much more slowly than light from lightning. Light travels so fast it can go to the moon in less than 2 seconds. It would take 2 weeks for sound to go that far. Because lightning goes so fast, you see lightning the moment it flashes, but it may take several seconds for the thunder to reach you. It takes 5 seconds for the sound to travel 1 mile. The next time you see lightning, try this. Count the seconds until you hear the thunder. If 5 seconds go by, the storm is 1 mile away. If 10 seconds pass, the storm is 2 miles away. If only a second passes, the storm is very close. If you see a flash and you don't hear thunder at all, the storm may be 15 miles or more away. Okay, so this chart really helps us understand this relationship. So if you count up to 5, it means the storm itself is 1 mile away. So if you look at this, you're sitting in your house and all of a sudden there's a flash of lightning, okay? So first is the lightning, then comes the thunder. So you start counting. So it hasn't reached you yet. The thunder is this far away, so you're counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. And if you get to 5 Mississippi, and that's when you can hear the sound, it means the storm is 1 mile away. Now, if this doesn't quite yet make sense, pause this video and I want you to really think about this. Try to make sense of it. Try to get a picture in your mind and understand. You can always pause this read aloud. I encourage you to do that. The thunder will be very loud. It may be scary, but thunder won't hurt you. Lightning is different. Lightning may start fires in houses or barns. It may start forest fires. Lightning may knock over trees and telephone poles. It may kill cows and horses in a field. It may injure people or kill them. You won't be hurt by lightning if you know what to do. If you are swimming, get out of the water. If you are outside, go inside. If you are inside when a storm is close, stay away from the telephone and the TV. Their wires could carry lightning into the house. Stay away from the stove and other big metal things. Stay away from sinks, the bathtub, and the shower. Their pipes could also carry lightning into the house. Second graders, I want to just pause here for a moment. Here in the Portland area, we rarely, I want to emphasize this, almost never have electrical storms. And when I say electrical storms, I mean thunder and lightning storms. So if you are in a big field, don't be the highest thing around. Crouch down with your knees on the ground and bend your head forward. And you can see this person doing that. If you are in a car, stay there. A car is safe because if lightning hits it, the electricity goes through the car and not through you. Watch the storm from a safe place. Before it begins, watch the clouds. You'll see them getting bigger and bigger, taller and taller, darker and darker. You'll see flashes of lightning. If the storm is far away, you'll hear thunder rumble and roll. If it's close by, the thunder will crackle and crash. People used to think that lightning was the fiery fingers of an angry god. They thought the god made thunder when he scolded and roared. They feared storms as they feared their gods. But there's no reason for us to fear storms. We know what makes thunder and lightning, and we know how to keep safe. One of the things I like to do after I read a nonfiction book is think about what is my takeaway. What am I going to take away from what I just learned? So maybe you could think about that yourself. What I'm thinking about from this book is that there are lots of ways to stay really safe and to not get hurt by lightning. We also know that we live here in Portland, we live in a place where there really aren't electrical storms. but we might visit a place that does have storms. And so I might also take away this information about the difference between how light travels really, really fast, but sound travels more slowly. All right, second graders, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.